So these are my next set of predictions for League 1, Matchday 10 of League 1. Obviously, we saw Matchday 90th, yes, obviously today. Obviously, I've now did my Matchday 10 predictions for next weekend's games. So starting off then with AFC London versus Wickham. Obviously, Wickham under new management now in Michael Duff with a 2-0 win. Started off with a 2-0 win over Northampton. AFC London picked up a 2-1 win away at Doncaster Rovers. So both coming into this on the back of a win, both teams. So for me, I think both teams will score, but I think it'll be a 1-1 draw. Next up, Leyton Orient versus Stevenage. Leyton Orient suffered a 2-1 defeat away at Reading, while Stevenage picked up a 2-1 win at Exeter. But again, going away to Leyton Orient is a tough ground to go to. So I'm done door for a 1-1 draw between Leyton Orient and high-flying Stevenage. Barnsley versus Port Vale. Port Vale picked up a 2-1 win over Mansfield, while Barnsley suffered a shock defeat. Shot 1-0 away defeat to Blackpool, which keeps Steve Bruce in the job for a bit more longer. I do think Barnsley will bounce back in this one. I'm going for Barnsley to win 1-0 against Port Vale in quite a tough game. Talking about high flying, Bradford City. What phase is Graham Alexander in? What phase is Bradford City in? What a win for them. 3-1 victory away at Cardiff in the clash between the top two. And I mean, gobsmacking, isn't it? How the hell? Because it's funny, because under Paul Simpson with Carlisle United, I was told that it was a top lead. So how comes Bradford the top of League 1? Oh well. But anyway, Bradford take on Blackpool. Blackpool picked up a must-needed win against Barnsley for Steve Bruce. I think Bradford are going to be too much in this game for me against Blackpool. I'm for Bradford to win 3-1 against Blackpool. And you know what? I hold my hands up. I said after the transfer window, I said Bradford will drop off down to mid-table. They may still drop off to mid-table, but what a start to season for Bradford really is. And you know what? It just shows that there's still got that momentum, haven't they, from that season, and it's carrying on into this season as well. And I did tell the Bradford fans, you know what? I won't be shocked if Bradford got in the playoffs, because I don't even think League 1 is that great, to be honest with you. You can only pick a few teams that you expect to be up there, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm going to go for a 3-1 win for Bradford. I think there will be too much for Blackpool in this game. Burton Albion versus Burton Albion versus Plymouth. Burton Albion picked up a very good point away at Huddersfield in a 0-0 draw. They really did frustrate Huddersfield in that game, while Plymouth suffered a 1-0 defeat at home to Peterborough, even though Plymouth were in good form during that game as well. And Peterborough, to be fair to Peterborough, they're starting to turn it around under Dan Ferguson after a bad start to the season. Will they continue that recent form? We'll wait and see. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw between Burton and Plymouth. It's a hard game to call, to be honest with you. Up next, Exeter versus Huddersfield. Huddersfield obviously 0-0 draw. Obviously 0-0 draw for Huddersfield against Burton, while Exeter suffered a 2-1 defeat against Stevenage. I'm though for a 1-1 draw in this one. I think Exeter, very tough team at home. Hard team to beat at home. And I'm not convinced by Yi Kwan as Huddersfield manager. I'm really not. So I'm going for a 1-1 draw. Up next, Newton versus Doncaster. Doncaster suffered a 2-1 defeat at home to Wimbledon, while Newton suffered a 3-1 defeat away at Yinping. Very bad defeat for Newton that. But I do think Newton will bounce back here. I'm going to go for a narrow 2-1 win for Newton against Doncaster. Mansfield versus Rotherham. Rotherham suffered a 1-0 defeat at home to Stockport, while Mansfield suffered a 2-1 defeat away at Port Vale. Mansfield very good at home, so I'm going to go for a 1-0 Mansfield win here. Northampton versus Bolton. Northampton suffered a 2-0 defeat to Wickham, while Bolton picked up a fantastic 4-1 victory over Wigan. 1-0 to Wigan. And I'm going to go again. I think Bolton will get a win here. I'm going to go for a comfortable 3-0 win for Bolton away at Northampton. They're starting to hit now, aren't they, Bolton? Starting to hit under Steven Schumacher now. Peterborough take on Yenton. Yenton obviously 3-1 win over you, and Peterborough a 1-0 win against Plymouth. Peterborough turning into dud form now. And I think the dud form will continue for Peterborough. But I think they'll get a point here against a very good Yenton team. I'm going for a 1-1 draw. Stockport versus Reading. Reading picked up a must-needed 2-1 win against the Leyton Orient, while Stockport picked up a 1-0 win away at Rotherham. I don't fancy Stockport here. I just think Stockport are the far better team than Reading. I'm going to go for a 3-1 win for Stockport against Reading here. And finally, Wigan versus Cardiff. I think Wigan will bounce back in some sort of way, but I still don't think they'll win this game. I do think Cardiff will bounce back after that shocking 3-1 defeat at home to Bradford. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Cardiff, and narrow, tight, tough 2-1 win for Cardiff away at Wigan. So then my League 1 predictions for next weekend's Matchday 10 prediction games. Feel free to leave your thoughts and predictions down below in the comments, and I'll see you all for the next one.